What up, y'all? We back. It's the 4-4 HEELZ. I'm Aaron McKee. Steph Ronin right there. We doing this Mania week recap. We just doing something a little different. We combining it all because Mania, what a weekend. What a weekend.
Hey, man, that's a great name, man. Mania week recap. There you go. That's what it is right there. How'd
you feel about this Mania? Initial thoughts, your highest high and your lowest low.
My highest highs, one of my predictions did come correct. And I said it from the beginning. I said the triple threat women's match is going to steal the show. And it was by far the best match on the show. You know 100%. What I'm saying? Those ladies wrecked the house from beginning to end. Like, it was nothing but bang, bang, bang. That was it. The lowest point of the night, we already know. The ending to WrestleMania 41. That shit was about as flat as Charlotte Flair's back, bro.
And we going to get to that for sure because a lot gets tied into Raw, but we going to start Jay and Gunther kick off Mania. We predicted it. Everyone predicted it. No one had Gunther winning this motherfucker at all.
Nobody.
Yeet. It comes out. We get a little celebration on Raw as well. And boy, did I think Sami Zayn was going to Halua kick the shit out of Jay. But it didn't happen, bro. Bro, that camera angle, and he was just standing there waiting for him to get off the turnbuckle. I was like, oh, shit.
Listen, and even the crowd thought so too, because it was like, oh.
Yeah, they're like, turn around, bro.
They ain't gonna do nothing with him. I think he's still,
yeah.
But yeah, he's in there. He's rocking with Jay. You know what I'm saying? Then Big Jim's came out.
They hit the handshake.
Bro, he did both of them at the same time. Tap. Bro, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, look, listen. Let's go ahead and dive into the match at WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we both was live in effect. You and I both. Yeah. Tap out. You know what I'm saying?
A quick tap out.
It wasn't even like he tried this move before. It wasn't even a point in the match where he was like, he tried to put it on Gunther and Gunther got out. You know, it wasn't a struggle. It was just sleeper, tap, good night.
Yeah.
All right. So that's how Jay Uso wins the match. That's fine because we all predicted that Jay was going to win the title. There was no way he wasn't going to win the title.
Yeah.
I just
not a fan how it happened.
This match was mid.
Maybe they wanted just a finish out of nowhere, and that was the only way to give it to us. Because if he hits an Uso splash, we know it's, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they just wanted like a holy shit finish, but it was weird, bro. It was weird.
Check this out. Paul Levesque, you stole the fans' moment. And I'm going to tell you how. The fans was expecting maybe 2 Uso splash for the 1, 2, 3, so they can just go, yeah. That shit right there caught everybody off guard because there wasn't a pop. There wasn't even it took people a while to realize like, oh, he won the match.
Yeah,
he's a champion. So yeah, I mean, I just wouldn't have ended it that way. I would have ended it the traditional 2 Uso splashes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe you have Gunther try to charge at Jay on the outside, and Jay moves out the way. He hits the goal. He hits the post, the ring post.
Yeah.
Throws him back in the ring. Hits him with 1 Uso splash.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Gunther staggering up, and then he kicks him with a super kick, and then hit him with another Uso splash. And then, you know, I don't know. There's a multitude of ways to end that other than just tapping out. And I guess they wanted him to tap out because Gunther is his sleeping hold.
That's what I was going to say, yeah. Because they kept alternating each other's moves. You know, Jay hit him with the power bomb. Gunther hit him with the fucking splash. And then so I guess it was just kind of them trying to story tell the finish that it's going to end with the other person doing the other finish. Well, I got to say, Jay Uso, if you that good as a sleeper, you need to start doing that to fucking everyone, bro. If you that good at that sleeper, start doing that to everybody.
Well, the only problem I have with this match is it made Gunther look weak. Okay, so when the last time we see Gunther had a result to taking other people's finishers, other people's signature moves for them to beat the match? You know, this is Gunther who we talking about. This is supposed to be the top echelon of pro wrestlers in the WWE. But instead, what we got Gunther, you know, tapping out to his own move.
And what happens on Raw doesn't make Gunther look weak yet even more, coming in and choking out Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, he about to choke out Michael Cole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Michael Cole said, "You're the one that tapped, bro. You're the one that tapped."
See, Michael Cole don't learn his damn lesson. Keep running his damn mouth, bro. Like, I wouldn't have said nothing. I'm like, you got it, man. You got it.
Yeah. He's like, hey, bro. Once he stood up, I said, oh, he about to slap the dog shit out this man.
And, you know, Pat McAfee get laid out in that thing.
They said if you're trying to make Gunther more of a heel, don't do some shit we want him to do, like choke out Pat McAfee. You know what I'm saying? Be like, that's going to turn him into a babyface, bro. We want him to do that shit.
That shit was, the people were cheering his ass.
Yeah.
Getting choked out.
But can I tell you a little something that I noticed about this segment? It looked a little bit like what AEW did on Dynamite with Nigel and Tony Schiavone and FTR, bro.
Oh, at Spring Break?
Yes.
Yeah.
They basically did it a week later. They had the heel come out and attack the announcers. The other announcer comes in and saves the day. It looked exactly the same to me. Just saying. Observation. I watch with my eyes.
And that's fine. They can take that. Guess what AEW did to counteract that shit? They said, you're going to take some of ours, we're going to take some of yours. Yeah. What is FTR's, what's their mantra?
Legend killer.
Living legend killers. They said, you take our shit, we take your shit. And another thing AEW took, the logo in the middle of the ring.
Yep. They brought it back, though. They brought it back because didn't they do it first? They did do it first.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. But next match, probably my least favorite match at WrestleMania, New Day versus War Raiders. It did nothing for me. We both predicted this.
Yep.
It happens. Raw happens. New Day comes out. We get a good promo by Maxine. Shout out Maxine. They're giving her the mic. That was a good little promo.
The best promo that she has cut thus far, I will say.
And then we get the Alpha Academy and Rusev, which makes no sense. No sense, brother. No sense.
Listen, again, this is the second one that has left AEW because of they were disgruntled. They didn't like how they was being booked. They didn't like how it was being utilized. And then they go to WWE. And what does Rusev does? Does he get prepared to the main event? Nah. He gets prepared right back to the mid card.
Alpha Academy, him versus Otis at Backlash, maybe? Is that what we're getting, bro?
Oh, Lord.
Shout out Rusev, though, looking lean as fuck, leaner than he's ever looked, bro.
Well, I'm not going to front. Like, I've been seeing that style of Rusev or Miro because in AEW he was always trimmed and slim. Like he kept himself in good shape in AEW when he was the Redeemer. I don't know why they didn't come out with the Redeemer, something like that persona, because I love that persona of him in AEW. I just hate that they didn't utilize him more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's funny he failed in WWE, failed in AEW. Could be booking both times, but now he's back in WWE. I'm like, man, we gotta sit through like 6 more months of them trying to make Rusev work again. You know what I'm saying?
It's exactly what's going to happen because it gets to a point to where I feel like certain wrestlers keep themselves in such high regard that they're not on the reality plane. Like my guy, like you at one point you was a hot thing, a hot commodity in wrestling when you was going against John Cena, when you had Lana and everybody thought you was Russian and you know what I'm saying? And you know, that was a good angle. She was your mouthpiece. But after that, bro, like put it this way, ever since Rusev came out, that WrestleMania, I can't remember which one it was, that WrestleMania in the tank has been all downhill from here. You know, then he had to go to Rusev Day. You know what I mean? So I don't expect much from Rusev in the E. You know what I'm saying? Now, if the E was smart, they will give us the match that everybody wants to see. And we all know what match that is. Rusev versus Gunther.
Yeah.
That is something. That is something people are wanting to see, but one of them got to be face, one of them got to be heel. And I feel like the way everything is going right now, it looks like Gunther's going to be the heel, be the face because he's choking out Pat McAfee.
They could have had Rusev come out and save Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. That kind of probably would have worked better than fucking up Alpha Academy. You know what I'm saying? Because Alpha Academy's a tag team, New Day's a tag team, but let's enter this one guy into whatever this is going on. It made no sense. Made no sense.
Let's put it this way. A very underwhelming debut.
Yes. And we got Aleister Black coming tomorrow to SmackDown. We'll see what happens. We'll see how they do it. They warned us about it. I'm guessing he'll just have a match.
Bro, please don't let him go against Carmelo Hayes.
No, I think it'll be because they can't have Carmelo Hayes lose after the,
Andre
the Giant. But I could see them bringing up someone from NXT again and having him. That way Aleister Black's going to go over.
Who'd you bring up from NXT just for Aleister Black to go over?
Maybe, you've already done
Trick Williams,
the fraction. I was saying maybe a Sean Spears. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Tony D'Angelo. But yeah, he's rumored to be coming up to the main roster, which also makes no sense. I heard it was Lola Vice and Tony D'Angelo are the rumored come-ups. And I'm like, what? I was like, you guys...
You don't think he deserves to come up?
Maybe, but I don't think that character is going to work with the main roster.
Oh,
The Italian
see what you're
mob
saying.
boss. It's too
Yeah.
corny. It's
It's
too corny, bro. It's too corny.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
telling you,
that's
it's too corny. Because like NXT can have the like bubbly characters and all that shit, but the main roster is kind of more real life oriented.
right.
In this fucking, oh, you disrespect the family. Like,
Hey, man,
no.
the family, man. Family. Fuck out of here, eh?
But we get, I would say night one, not as good as night two, but we get another letdown of who wins this match. Jade Cargill, Naomi. How you feel? What's your feelings?
We both picked Jade to win because we both,
Yeah.
but again, to me, I feel like Naomi should have went over. And I knew she wasn't going to go over because she attacked Jade and, she got to get her payback, in WWE faction. But, Naomi should have went over. I mean, she debuted new theme music, which was fucking awesome. Like,
Yep. Hell good.
It was
Finally.
good.
She can't come out to glow, you know what I'm saying?
And, it's dope that her persona, she took that glow persona and turned it and flipped it to caution. You know what I mean? So bright colors, but it's still of a heelish side. So I think Naomi should have went over, man. I mean, she deserves to be over. I mean, Jade Cargill, she has a plethora of things she can do. I mean, we already seen a little bit of it, of her staring off of Charlotte Flair. That's money. That's money in that. They can do something with that.
That's where I think they're going. They're going to go Jade, Charlotte, and then as of Raw with the promo where they had the whole women's locker room in the ring with the NXT girls after the fire-ass Io Sky Lyra Valkyria match. Fire. But it looks like they're going back to Bianca and Naomi. That's what they look, and that could be a backlash match. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, but you said you hit the nail on the head when you said fire.
Yeah, so good.
Fire match, Oos. Like,
Mickey James would be very upset though.
Man, Mickey James needs to sit her ass down somewhere, bro.
Because Stephanie Vakir had all her ass out, bro. The whole thing.
Bro.
Did you see when she hit that move, bro? Everyone started chanting Booker T.
Yeah.
Booker T.
Booker. Because, I mean, now when I see that move, the first thing that popped in my head is,
Yeah.
That's the first thing that comes to my head now, bro. I think I started doing it when she did it.
Yeah. He's like, oh, quacky, quacky.
But like, what's wrong with you? All right.
But yeah, it seems like maybe Stephanie, Julia, and Roxanne Perez are coming up to the main roster. I would assume. Why would you not do that?
At the same time, I'm not a big fan of important debuts on the main roster at the same time.
Yeah.
I think they kind of overshadow each other. I could be wrong. People might like multiple surprises at the same time, but I mean, that's too many. You got Roxanne, Julia, and Stephanie Vakir.
Yeah.
Like, who else?
Yeah. I mean, they said maybe no, that was, I mean, Jade came out, Naomi was in the ring, Bianca was in the ring, Rhea came out to save.
Yeah.
And she had a little stare off between Julia. So that looks like a future match coming up.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit. Speaking of which, we talked about Charlotte and Jade. We need to talk about what Rhea got into Jade's face. Remember that? Did she get in the
Yeah.
Jade's face, said this ain't got nothing to do with you.
And then Naomi jumped Jade from behind. Yeah.
So, hey,
crazy.
There's a lot of good stuff that could be brewing in the women's division on the main roster. So I want to say,
like
Raw.
I'm saying, Triple H likes to give you forks in the road. It can go this way or it can go this way, and that's exactly what it did with all them women in the ring at the same time.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say one thing about Triple H. Triple H is the master of multiple storylines happening at once, and he's the master of getting you excited when that shit start. And he's also the master of letting your ass the fuck down, boy. Because I'm telling you right now, bro, there ain't too many things that ended since the Triple H era. And I was like, oh man, that shit was good. He messed up the bloodline. Who? And we're gonna get into it more, but maybe it's not Triple H.
Yeah,
maybe
we
it's
don't
not
know.
Triple
There's
H.
a lot of drama that we're going to discuss on Word on the Street.
The streets.
So check it out. We get the Samoan Werewolf versus LA Knight. We all knew this match too. A little underwhelming for me. The match wasn't as good as I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
Jacob comes out on top. We'll see where he goes from here. Rumor is he might be in the mix with this new Paul Heyman group, but we don't know.
Okay, so let me just go back to the match at WrestleMania. So we had 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth match of the night. He was the only one that had his name chant during the match. The only one. Out of New Day, out of Jay, out of Naomi, out of the Usos, out of Jay Uso, and out of Gunther. Like, he was the only one that had people chanting Fatu. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, That moonsault into a BFT, that was some fire shit now.
That was sick, bro.
Let's keep
That
it
was
right.
sick.
Let's keep it right.
That was the first get out of your seat moment of WrestleMania.
It was. It was.
It was like, oh shit, oh
yeah.
shit.
We both was like, hey now.
Yeah.
But we already know he's gonna win. He won it, you know. But let's go back to what you just said. Jacob Fatu supposedly be the third member in that group with Seth Franklin's.
Yeah.
I don't like that. He don't need it.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu don't need to be in the faction anymore. He just
left the faction to join yeah.
Why would you put him back into another faction?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not with Franklin Rollins.
Okay? Yeah.
Because I got a rant about that shit. I can't wait. Word on the street. Here we come. Or whatever we're going to start doing. Let's get it.
But the thing is, they're saying it's like an Evolution 2.0. We got Paul Heyman as a Ric Flair. We got Seth Rollins as a Triple H. And then we have to have two guys who are the future of the industry. And that's Braun Breaker and motherfucking Jacob Fatu. There's other couple rumors. I've
seen people put Austin Theory.
That makes zero sense to me. I would like to see it, though, because I would like to see Austin Theory get skyrocketed to the moon. And then I also saw the winner of the Andre tournament, Carmelo Hayes.
A part of it.
Yeah.
That don't make any sense either.
I think the group is good how it is. Just these three. Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins. That's it.
Well, I don't even like this shit, bro. When I saw it, I was not hyped. I think I'm probably one of the only people that wasn't hyped when I seen it. I was like, another faction for Seth Franklin Rollins again? Okay, let's count him down. He had the Shield.
Yeah.
He was in the Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had his Messiah faction that didn't do anything with Buddy Murphy at the time. Who else? What else? He was a faction he was in. I think those are the three factions he was in.
Those are three. Now
this is his fourth one. Now he's like in each one of those factions, except for maybe even in the Shield, I consider him more of the leader in the Shield. No, I mean maybe Dean Ambrose was the more of the leader, the outspoken one in the Shield, but he was the number two. Roman was the third wheel on back on the Shield, even though he was the big dog. You know,
even though he was the one they were pushing.
Yeah,
because they was pushing Roman.
Another faction with Seth Franklin Rollins is not exciting to me. I'm not excited for this Braun Breaker. See, the thing is, to me, Braun Breaker again, he don't need no faction. He is over by himself. You just got to keep making him a badass. And like you said, let me pick it back off you. I would agree with what you said. I would have liked it if Braun Breaker was the first opponent for Jay for the World Heavyweight Championship because they got history with the Intercontinental.
And it still might be. And Seth's got the history with the belt, being the first one to hold that belt when they brought it back. So it's like either one of these two I could see dethroning Jay Uso. And like, how quick is Jay going to get dethroned here, bro? Quick again?
No. I can guarantee you this time they're going to let him hold on to a little bit longer. All right.
At least till SummerSlam?
Maybe
till SummerSlam?
Maybe 8 Raws. Okay, let's do 8 Raws.
So just double the time.
Let's do 8 Raws in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he do.
Well, shit, that might be that's close to fucking SummerSlam, bro.
Right. Let's see what happens, because if this is what you say it's going to be, this might be the reintroduction to another Bloodline scenario. If this faction is going after his world championship, Jimmy's going to step in, and because Paul Heyman stabbed Roman in the back, Roman's going to step in. Yeah, you know. So who knows?
You think the Bloodline comes back together? Because Sam Roberts talking, he said it's over, bro. He said Bloodline is officially dead. That's what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. He also made sense because I would like to see a Jimmy, Sammy, and Jay kind of fraction, but with no egos. Like they're all in it for each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no leader. There's no nothing. They just kind of ride for each other.
Sam Roberts. He needs to get off this goddamn podcast because he got people from WWE feeding him shit.
He got too much money from WWE. He got too many paychecks.
Bro, every time he say some shit, that shit damn near come true. You know what I'm saying? So somebody is feeding him inside information. And see, that's what WWE's going to do. They're going to make their podcast solidified, right? We're going to feed you certain bits and it's going to come true. People are going to validate that. They're going to come back and listen to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're going to do.
He's the only one that picked Jay to win the Royal Rumble. The only one.
And he won. So maybe this is what this is, right? Maybe this will be the end of the Bloodline. So if that's true, let's go back to what I said a couple of months ago. If that is the end of the Bloodline, bro, that shit kind of fell flat to me.
It ended badly. It
ended horribly.
Yeah.
Horribly.
It ended with Solo and Roman on Raw and Netflix, and that was kind of it. That was it.
That's see, Triple H, there you go again.
Yeah.
That's how he likes to end stories, just leave you hanging. So
it was like a firework, and then it didn't pop. At
firework,
like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a firework, the Bloodline story, and you're expecting the explosion at the end of the firework, but there was no explosion.
Bro, that shit was like a nuclear missile, and then we got fireworks when it exploded. Like, what?
Yeah.
No mushroom cloud.
Yeah, and then we get one of the biggest heels in the industry, El Grande Americano.
Gracias.
The step in Ray Phoenix, great match, high flying, good shit. I wonder if it would have been a different ending if Rey Mysterio was in it. You know what I'm saying? Would Ray have won, or was Ray always set to lose against El Grande Americano?
I see Ray taking the L.
Yeah. Because either Ray was losing.
Yeah, Ray was gonna lose. He's gonna take the L anyway. Even if he was rumored to come out to his original theme song. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was saying, that he was supposedly come out to his original 619 theme song. So I don't know. Yeah, he still would have lost though.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he would have lost because El Grande Americano, this man is on a roll, bro.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is the most interesting Chad Gable has been since he was probably
his IC run with Gunther.
No. Since he was fucking
Shorty G.
Shorty G.
Shorty G, baby.
Shorty G with the haircut, bro. That was funny, man.
Again, he gets backlash for the entrance because they made it a certain like tint and made it look Mexican, they say. You know?
Dude,
that's what the IWC saying. Everyone's like that. The entrance was racist. He had mariachi bands. I was like, guys, the goal is for you to hate him. That's the goal, guys. Y'all need to stop.
Bro, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's wait a minute. Let's unpack that shit for a little bit. So, a masked luchador wrestler named El Grande Americano comes out to a fucking mariachi band, and people say it's racist.
Yep, that's what they're saying, bro.
No, it would have been racist if Chad Gable, the American-made Chad Gable, came out and then had a mariachi band. That would have been some kind of racist, bro. That would have made any kind of sense. But, oh, man, you talk about reaching. Talk about reaching, man. Jesus, they're reaching for real, man. This is horrible.
Hell yeah. Let's go to a match I said might steal the show, and it sure didn't. Tiffy versus Flair.
Oh, wait.
What are your initial thoughts? What we missing?
Back to the El Grande right quick. I wrote down, I said, this was actually the best match of night one thus far. Like, that match was.
For sure.
So,
for sure.
Let's give him props for that. That was they put on a good match.
And Tiffy and Flair did not beat that standard at all.
No.
It looked like they was sandbagging each other, bro.
Bro.
Didn't it? It looked like they didn't want to give each other an inch either way, bro.
See, this is the professional wrestling. And these two young ladies, well, there's one young lady and the other one, they didn't do anything. Like, this match was very underwhelming. Like, that's the only thing I wrote for this match. I said Tiffy Stratton versus Charlotte for the championship. Underwhelming match. That was the only thing I wrote because
it was some sloppiness. There was some sloppiness in there, man. It just there was so much hype too, and they just couldn't get over the fact that they didn't like each other. And wrestlers in the past have fucking hated each other, and they fucking work so well together sometimes.
Right.
But damn, it sucked.
Listen, again, I'm gonna call back to a month ago when I said it. I said, bro, this match is gonna be sloppy.
Yeah,
because all the Tiffy matches are sloppy. You know what I'm saying? She ain't it, Oos. She is not it, man. I'm so sorry. She's not it.
Give it time, bro. Give it time.
Look, that's what I needed WWE to do is give it time. You know what I'm saying? I need them to give her time. Like, don't stop propelling her to the top because she ain't it, Oos.
Yeah.
She ain't it. She's not going to be the one that can grab people in these seats because she's got the look. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't think she looked that good, to be honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. She all right. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't got the look. She got the look. She got the blonde hair. She has the athletic background. But the problem thing is she doesn't have is the in-ring ability. She doesn't have the ability to get you emotionally involved into her matches because we know she's going to do some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
apparently, Coachman said on his podcast that Flair was cussing her out backstage after the match. So we don't know.
For what? For sandbagging?
I don't know. I mean, they both was sandbagging each other, man. They both was. It looked like they was cussing each other out in the fucking ring, man. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. I just think they need to never work together ever again.
Yeah. I think they should stay far away from each other until Tiffy is ready to actually work with someone like Charlotte Flair in the ring.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro, nah. This was bad. This was bad.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing is, because after Charlotte picked Tiffy, I did say I am not interested in this match at all. I'm not invested at all. But the build up and some of the real life stuff that was happening with it made me invested, right? And I actually thought at one point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, they might pull it off. It might be a good match.
Yeah.
Man, nah, man. What the hell was I thinking?
That's what everyone was saying. The personal shit made us more invested in the match. And then the match happened. Tiffy loses some teeth, her hair, but she gets her teeth fixed right away. Impressive. I don't know how they did that shit, bro.
Well, they supposedly they said that her teeth was never messed up. That's a bullshit ass lie. I seen it live. I seen it live.
That
she
shit
got
was
chipped.
Fucked up, bro.
Charlotte done put the boot to her mouth, and that shit said, them veneers are chipped, bro. I already seen it, bro.
I seen Ric Flair tweet. He said, "Great match, y'all stole the show." And I said, "Rick, shut up, bro. Shut up, bro."
See, you know what I'm gonna need? You know what I'm gonna do? Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Let's go ahead and pause it right here. I'm gonna need Ric Flair to sit his ass down somewhere, bro. This motherfucker came out the bathroom on Busted Open Radio, bro. This motherfucker looked like, bro. It took him 25 minutes to get to the stadium, to get to the damn podium, bro. I said, well, damn, bro. This is bad. Ric Flair, nah, bro. Ric Flair should only do via satellite interviews from now on, bro. Because, man, oh, man. You talk about seeing...
Shout out WWE sponsor. Hulk Hogan beer, baby. Tastes like a light PBR.
Oh, shit.
It's not half bad. It's not half bad.
Okay.
But...
Nice.
I saw AEW should let Ric Flair win a world championship, bro. That way he ties John Cena. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, hell no.
Have him come out and beat John Moxley.
Bro, John Moxley, bro, come on. Hell no. That shit ain't believable, bro. John Moxley play, what the hell?
Yeah. Shit was hilarious.
Nah. But nah,
Ric Flair, got anything left on Tiffy Time and Charlotte Flair?
Nah, yeah, I got something on Tiffy Time. Tiffy Time just sit ass down, bro. I want no more time with Tiffy Time, bro. I'm so sorry, man. She ain't it. And look, I can understand when people, they hear this, but you a hater. But nah, I'm not a hater, man. I'm just giving you my opinion, what I've seen since she's been on the main roster. And it hasn't been good. I can remember, she's more, I only remember her more for her botches than her actually good ring work.
Good
so
ring work.
Tell you something. Let's keep it a buck.
I'm a fan still, bro. I'm a fan.
Well, I know you like it.
We're gonna see who her next dance partner is, and we'll see how much better or then worse it could be. Because I don't see a direction for either of them right now. Charlotte, maybe Jade.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have that match with no title on the line.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we can do that. They stars like that. But yeah, Tiffy, I know her next opponent. Her next opponent should be the goddamn Performance Center. That's her next opponent. That's what it should be.
We go to the main event that saved night one. That's what they said. They said the main event saved night one. The rest of the card on night two saved the main event.
It did. It did. No, I'm dead ass serious. It did. This was
one of the greatest triple threats I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
Definitely in WWE. I'll tell you that for right now. It was a good match. It had everything you wanted in it. It had the action. It had the drama. It had the swerves. 2 swerves. It was good. It was good. Do I like Seth Rollins being a Paul Heyman guy? I don't. I really
feel like
don't.
It's too late in his career. That's what
I
feel.
Need it. The Paul Heyman guys were supposed for people who is on the cusp on coming to be the big thing, right? The next big thing. He did it with Brock. He did it with CM Punk.
Yeah.
He did it with Roman.
Yeah.
You know, now he's doing it with Braun Breaker. That makes a hell of fucking sense. Shout out to Aaron McKee, who called that shit about a couple months ago. Could Braun Breaker be the next Paul Heyman guy? Indeed he is. You know
everyone's like going back now and talking about all the clues. I was like, no shit, guys. Like, what are you talking about? No shit.
Remember 2023? He was on NXT.
Yeah, he was on NXT and he's like, you're the next big. Like, he fucking said it. It wasn't hard to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was real clear that Braun looks to be the next guy after Roman. And I could see, I'm going to call right now, I could see Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman turning on Seth Rollins. That's what I see in the future right now.
That's exactly what's going to happen. I wrote that down. I said, we'll see how long this faction lasts because everybody knows that Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker is going to turn on Seth Rollins. Like, this is where it's going. It's going to make Seth Rollins what is he now? I can't call it. You know why I can't call it? Because he comes out on Raw. They sing his song. before he says a word, they start cheering Rollins, Rollins and shit. And as soon as he starts talking, they booing the shit out of him. What is going on with the pro wrestling fan in 2025? Do we like somebody or do we not like them? I mean,
we're
what
just
is
back
going
and
on?
forth. Within 10 minutes, we like him, hate him, like him, hate him, like him, hate him.
Crazy work.
I wanted Paul Heyman to come out in some flamboyant clothes. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to be in some Seth Rollins attire, bro.
Him coming out with a yellow tie and the yellow pocket squares about loud as gonna get with Paul Heyman, bro. That was it.
But this was match of WrestleMania until the next night and the start of the women's match. But these two were the top two matches by far.
Yes, it was. Definitely was. Io Sky, Ripley, and Bianca. Fucking crazy. Just like, bro, I know we had a debate was like, does Bianca get booed? And I said she gonna get booed. You said you think it's gonna be like a 60 something, bro. No, she got fucking booed, bro.
She got booed. She got booed out the building, bro. Out the building.
I was like, damn, ain't that some shit, bro?
Will it continue? Will Bianca still get booed if her next rivalry is with Naomi?
Yeah,
that's the question.
You saw it on Raw. She was trying to speak on Raw, and they were booing the shit out of her on Raw, bro. She's like, I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't want to hear nothing from her, bro. That's crazy work.
Yeah, and it all started in Europe, bro. It all started in Europe.
And it's one thing I noticed about pro wrestling fans. Like, whatever we hear on TV is what we're going to go to the arenas to start doing. So the fact that she got booed in Europe, and it is carried over to America, bro. So now it's the thing to boo Bianca Belair, and no one really knows why.
Yeah.
It's like, why are they booing her? I don't know why they're booing her. Can somebody tell me why are they booing Bianca?
And I said the only reason is because Rhea Ripley's in the ring. That's it. I think that's the only reason. Is because Rhea is so massive that anyone in the ring with her is going to get booed. But Io Sky is like the one that doesn't get booed.
Exactly.
Because her in-ring talent is amazing. But so is Bianca. I don't know, bro. It's confusing to me, too. We don't know, bro. But I think Bianca is going to be one hell of a heel if she leans into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they could have it come out that Bianca and Naomi might have pushed her, and Naomi was just taking the heat for Bianca because that's how good of a friend Naomi is to Bianca.
Right.
They could add that in there. We still haven't seen the video footage of Jade getting pushed onto this motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's still out there. Bianca could go full heel, bro. They have potential here.
They have something here, but again,
and Bianca looking motherfucking yoked, bro. Yoked.
Bro, she was doing an interview for WrestleMania weekend, and her traps and shoulders, she looked like damn Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you poke it, your finger might break, bro. Right there.
Like, God damn. Montez Ford's like, I gotta keep up with my woman.
Yeah. She's gonna start beating the shit out of me. She's gonna take my tag titles. Motherfucker.
Shit. But no, it was a good match. Best match of the night. Honestly, the triple threat match was the best match on WrestleMania by far.
Mm-hmm.
By far. I mean, had everything you wanted. And I don't know, who did we pick to win? Because Io Sky won the match, but who did we pick? Did we pick Io?
Let me look. I got it right here. Let's go. We had we both picked Bianca, bro.
Damn.
We both took Bianca. Yep.
We was wrong on that one.
Yeah, wrong on that one. Hey, and you know what they said? I think Io Sky was the first Japanese wrestler to win a championship match at WrestleMania. I said, how you gonna disrespect Yokozuna like that?
Damn.
Even though he really wasn't Japanese.
Right.
He really wasn't Japanese, but he played a Japanese character.
Yeah. Fool my ass for many years, but I'll tell you that shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Throwback. I heard this too. When Roman was coming out, you know, all those like single screens up top that they would come up and down.
Yeah.
When Roman was coming out, they had the whole Bloodline family on there, Rikishi.
Yeah.
All this.
Yeah. I saw that.
Rock's grandfather, Rock's dad. Guess who wasn't on one of them? The Rock.
Well, he's not even a part of a family like that.
But his Rock's dad was on there. High Chief Peter Maivia was on there. They show Rocky Johnson on there. They did not show The Rock, bro.
What the hell is that all about, man?
I'm telling you, we'll talk about a word on the street. There might be some drama between The Rock, TKO, and Triple H.
Let's get it.
We'll get back to it. We're getting Drew, Damian Priest, another letdown match. Drew entertained me with a little still bored at work tweet. Shit was funny, but it was, man, I wanted it. I know it was a street fight, but I thought it'd be more of a street fight, if that makes any sense at all. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
I was just like, all they did was throw some chairs in and or a table or two. And I was like, no, I wanted I wanted them to go in the crowd like that. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. They could have went up the ramp and fought more. They could have went to the stage where there was fans. There were so many missed opportunities, I thought, in this match.
Well, if they're not going to do that, can they at least come out in some street clothes for a street fight?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah.
Like, can they? The highlight of this match was the Claymore in the corner with 2 chairs sandwiched in with Damien's head. That was nice. Other than that, this match was let down. But we both were glad that our dude Drew Mackie won. So I was happy when he won. I was
100%.
Like, yes, thank you, because I thought at one point I thought, oh, man, Priest gonna win this goddamn match, bro.
Yeah,
but nah.
Another one who I think could be another Paul Heyman guy and would be amazing. Drew McIntyre. I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Again, I don't think he needs it. Drew don't need it.
Yeah.
Drew doesn't need it. He just needs a formidable opponent to fight against. That's what he needs right now. He needs to get in a feud that something he can sink his teeth into, like like
a Jacob Fatu.
No. It's two. That's a heel. It's 2 heels. I can see Obi Femi and Drew Mackie tear the house down. I can see that so much.
We'll see. Obafemi wants to fight Brock Lesnar, is what he said.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, shout out. I wanted Brock to return. He didn't return, but whatever.
A lot of people going to return. Ain't nothing happening that night, bro. That's it.
We get Braun losing in a quadruple threat match.
Yeah.
A fatal 4-way with Penta, Finn Balor, and Dirty Dom.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty Dom reigns victorious. The crowd loves him.
They were eating Dom up, bro. They was eating Dom up, boy.
He even was walking back to the ramp, heard the cheers, and ran right by Finn Balor's ass.
Yeah.
And then on Raw, he defends it against Penta, and we get the return of JD McDonough.
There you go.
Old big head ass coming to save the day, man.
Yeah.
Those Funko Pops. He's like a life-size, real-life one of them, man.
He's back again. So it's like every time we think the Judgment Day is going to dismantle, they show us like, nope, we're not going anywhere. We're still right here.
We do see maybe a Dom and Finn Balor match at Backlash. I can see that brewing right now. I definitely see that. I hope Dirty Dom gets a long title reign. But the thing I think was weird was the finish was kind of the same finish as the women's triple threat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One person got on the ropes. The other one went for the pin. The other person came off the ropes, got the pin quick. I was like, man, that just seemed too similar to have it on the exact same night, in my opinion.
It's called lazy booking. That's what it's called. You know what I'm saying? But no, I did notice that too. So, but to be honest with you, after like watching this match and seeing who the opponents were, I was like, I don't know why I didn't see it before. Dom was the obvious choice in this match, bro. Like
it was either Dom or Braun retaining. That was it.
Yeah,
that was it. Penta too soon. Finn, he gets no pop. He gets no pop. You comment about his ring gear though, fire ring gear. People talk shit about it.
But
it looked good.
Ring gear game is on 10, bro. He comes out swagged out every time. He look like he can wrestle a match, end the match, throw the jacket back on, and go to the mall and be chilling. Like that's exactly what he can do. His outfit look like some outside clothes. You know what I mean? So but crazy work. Dom wins the match. How the crowd react to him, crazy work. But I knew it. I said it too. I said if they turn Dom face, he's gonna be a big face. It's gonna be loud. You know what I'm saying? Because he's hated so much. It's gonna be a big loud face. So
he struggled to get the mask off, bro. But what did he say? He said it in an interview. He's like, "You ever seen the movie The Mask?" He's like the powers and the struggle to get it up. He tried to turn it around, bro.
He should have left that.
I said, unzip that motherfucker, bro. And remember, he struggled against his dad when he came out of the police van. He struggled to get his hood up too. This motherfucker be getting nervous at Mania, bro.
Yeah, he gets nervous.
Shout out Dirty Dom. Then we get. What, you got anything else?
No, I was gonna say, Dom gonna order a bunch of fish sticks and celebrate.
Yeah. Chicken tendies, bro. Chicken tendies. Who the fuck eats fish sticks, bro? We get the Randy Orton Open Challenge, and the crowd goes crazy for this loser named Joe Hendry. I don't get this shit at all, bro.
I don't. Bro.
Do you get it? Is it just the entrance?
I don't understand the allure of him. I really don't.
Can this dude bang in the ring? I've only seen like one match, and I was like, okay, that was okay. Like when he beat Nick Namath for the TNA championship, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this dude's a fucking superstar. I don't get it. It just seems like his song.
It is a song. He's an internet sensation. You know, again, WWE don't listen to the internet, right? Okay, so we got Joe Hendry come out. Cool. So yeah, again, contradict on their part, but yeah, I don't get it with Joe Hendry. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, for me, I don't see it. I don't see it.
And he got buried, if you will. Some people are saying he didn't get buried. Some people are saying he got buried. TNA got buried. I think TNA got the fuck buried.
They got buried. And
your champion lasted 2 minutes 30 seconds, bro. I know it's against Randy Orton, but that's your champion.
Look, these are the 3 things I wrote for this match: squash match, Orton wins, and I knew WWE wouldn't let TNA shine.
Yep.
That's exactly what I wrote.
And did you hear who the other rumored person could have been? I don't know how true this is, and this would have been so much better. Jeff Hardy. No, not a fan, bro. Not a fan of Jeff Hardy coming back.
Not Nero, not Jeffrey, bro. I'm not a friend of Jeffrey Hardy's.
No,
nah.
Would it have been better than Joe Hendry though?
It would have been a nostalgic act again. Yes, it would have been better, and he would have got a huge pop as soon as that music came on. But
huge pop, bro.
But
fucking again, Joe Hendry.
This is Randy Orton's 20th match, WrestleMania, and this is what he gets.
Yeah, Joe Hendry.
It's a comedic match.
And I guess Kevin Owens is fucking really hurt, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is really hurt.
I told you, bro. He's really hurt, bro.
Dude, I was holding out for until that fucking say his name. Until then, I was like, KO's coming out, bro. KO's coming out. And KO never fucking came out, bro. But
and you know, the funny thing is, I'm gonna keep it like this, man. There's some sly ass Fox bros. I mean, they are trying to monopolize the industry, and it's not going to work because the AEW is in the fray.
Yeah,
them buying AAA. AEW say, you know what, we're gonna stick with CMLL. Now WWE is trying to get TNA, and all they're trying to use TNA is to rape their company of their best talent,
and send their NXT talent down there. All you see is like Cora Jade down there in championship matches. Yeah. They're like, our talent is better than TNA's talent, so we're just going to send our talent down there. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even see Trick Williams on TNA. You don't even see Obi. You did see Obi Femi with Moose.
Just a standoff, you know what I mean? And then Moose came to NXT to battle Obi, which was a fucking phenomenal match. Phenomenal match.
Hey, WWE, y'all want to see a lot of people talk a lot of shit about AEW's and TNA's relationship. Like, oh, they didn't put AEW didn't put nobody over. Okay, I implore WWE, send one of your main talents to TNA. I'm talking about since it's a thing, send Joe Hendry and John Cena. So it's supposed to be a thing. Like John Cena, he talked to John Cena and said that he would like to defend his title against John Cena, and that could be something that's in the works. If that happens, then I will believe like WWE, is really working with TNA because they're sending the big stars. But Cora Jade is the only one that continuously pops up on TNA TV. That's it.
Yeah.
Which is not good to me. It makes me feel like as soon as she gets released, she's going to get picked up by TNA.
Would you have liked to see Randy Orton a little Nick Namath? Would that have been better at WrestleMania? The return of Dolph, but his name is Nick Namath.
For me.
None?
None.
All right. So just Randy was fucked no matter who we wrestled from TNA.
Yeah, because who else is there?
I mean, that's it. I mean, Moose.
That would have been more sizable. Like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Moose. That would have been more, you know what I mean? But I still would have liked to see, Solo.
Solo.
I was hoping Solo, because Solo deserves it, bro.
Because after the year Solo had the bill, for sure Solo deserved it the most, for sure.
He deserves it. He didn't get it. He was nowhere near it. Only thing Solo did for WrestleMania, which blows my mind because it was literally after WrestleMania 40. That's when Solo started his bloodline, and they ran shot for almost a whole year.
Till Netflix debut.
And then Netflix is what, in January, February, March, April. Like 3 months, they didn't have nothing for him. Right? So that's crazy that he did most of the work for the whole year. But the last 3 months, they didn't have nothing for him. So he wasn't even a part of WrestleMania, except for coming out, bringing Jacob Fatu out. That was it.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I would say, I mean, not one, like Cody versus Solo in that cage match, I think it was on a SmackDown, was a phenomenal cage match, bro. It was a great cage match. And I mean, Cody had other good people that say in Cody's title reign, we'll get it. We'll go Logan Paul first, my boy, versus AJ Styles. And guess who shows up though? your boy, Karrion Kross, bro.
Yes.
Such a great spot from Karrion. Karrion trying to be like, bro, do what you need to do. Do what you need to do.
Use it.
Right when I saw that hand reach out and grab Logan Paul's lackey, I was like, oh, shit, that's Karrion Kross.
That's Karrion Kross, boy. He's the only one got 1,500 rings on that hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, again, it's the same Logan Paul match we see every single damn time.
He does something social media-esque with the camera and shit, the entrance, all that, which was cool. I really like the entrance, bro. The entrance was fire, bro.
I mean, with the drone, yeah, it was.
And then in the middle of the match, how the drone goes up, that shit was fire, bro. That shit was pretty good, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great production by WWE. I'm not impressed at all. And then one of his lackeys comes out to the middle of the ring.
His manager.
Like every single big match, one of his friends will come out from his entourage, will interfere in the match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Karrion Kross. Now, the only way I can see this becoming juicy if Karrion Kross is the one that says, you know, if you got to do something, you got to do it yourself.
That's what I think is going to happen. I think Logan Paul, Karrion Kross, maybe Backlash, maybe SummerSlam. We'll see it soon.
And I hope Karrion Molly whoops that boy back to his damn YouTube channel, bro. I swear to God, man. And to be honest with you, that's below Karrion Kross, bro. Wrestling Logan Paul, getting a program with Logan Paul is below Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross needs to be thinking about someone bigger. He needs to be thinking about interjecting himself into the Roman Reigns sweepstakes.
See, but if you see John Cena on Pat McAfee, he gave Logan Paul so much praise, bro. He said the wrestling fans don't realize it right now. This dude is the future. Like, this guy has set himself up perfectly, bro. And AJ gave Logan Paul praise before their match in WrestleMania. He's like, this dude's an immense talent. Like, it's crazy that you and the IWC and all the fans hate on Logan Paul, but the wrestlers who work with this man give him so much praise.
Yeah, so the wrestlers who work with this man, the same goddamn company is praising somebody. Jeez, I wonder why is that. The fuck? Come
Bro,
on, man.
I'm just saying they don't have to praise him. They don't have to praise him. Nah, they don't have to. Nah, bro, you think John Cena gonna go on a show and not speak his mind?
Company man John Cena? Yes.
John Cena ain't get fed. Yes. Not right now, bro. Not right now.
Company man Cena. He's company man Cena for a reason, bro. They called him CC for the longest. Company man Cena. That's his name. Look, let me tell you something. Look, again, this is a pro wrestling thing. We don't like outsiders that comes in that's already big, and then you come into our industry, our sport, and then claim to be one of the best. And he's fucking not. He's still got a lot of room to grow. Is he good between the ropes at times? He is. He's a put it this way, he's a lot further along than I thought he would be. Yeah. Put it this way. I will give him that. But there is nothing about him that makes me want to watch his program. There is nothing about him that makes me want to watch his promos or watch his matches except for who's he wrestling against. Yeah. I'm not there to watch Logan Paul.
And that's what I'm saying. He's always gone against great opponents. Roman, Cody, AJ, Rey Mysterio, LA Knight. He goes against the top. He didn't it's crazy they didn't have him start against him. Well, I mean, even his first tag team partner was The Miz. Miz is the one who is the guy, he's doing it for Carmelo Hayes right now. Miz projects you, and Miz is like the push guy. He's the push guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, at this point,
I think we all everyone's gonna be wrong about Logan Paul except for your boy John Cena and AJ Styles. We gonna be right. We gonna be right, y'all. Well, the crowd will turn one day. It might be a while. It's gonna take. This is the thing. I don't know what can turn the crowd to fucking Logan Paul, but I think they'll figure it out one day.
If the crowd sees that Logan Paul is actually committing himself to his craft and committing himself to the WWE in the sport, being there every single week, not just once, twice a month. You know what I mean? I think the crowd will see, and I will start to say, okay,
he needs more matches on Raw and SmackDown. That's what he needs more of not just showing up for the pay-per-view matches. You know what I'm saying? I think he's had one match on SmackDown and that's it.
Listen, here it is. You want to get Logan Paul over? Logan Paul, WWE needs to treat Logan Paul like a mid-carder. And I mean in the way of have him on TV every single week. Every single week. Until the crowd get used to him. Because right now, with him popping in and out, crowd's not used to him. They still see him as the YouTuber celebrity wannabe boxer guy.
Maybe drop the Prime bottles too. Quit coming out and doing the Prime all the time, having a Prime bottle, having your friends. I heard they offered John Cena $1 million to put that fucking Prime bottle mascot shit on, bro.
Wait, what?
A milli, bro.
Wait, say that again. What?
I heard that Logan offered John Cena $1 million to put that Prime bottle on.
When?
Like over this weekend, maybe like come out Friday or so. I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know when it would have happened. I don't know, but that's just what I heard.
Okay, Logan Paul, let me tell you something, man. Instead of trying to pay John Cena $1 million to look like a Logan Paul, the fucking Prime, a mascot, how about you get back to your folks and find out what the fuck is in that juice and that drink you got that's knocking motherfuckers off the wall, bro? Because there's a report saying your shit ain't good, bro. It's saying
every time I see him drinking it, I was like, I bet he filled that with water.
Bro, that shit there was nothing in the bottle. It was nothing in the bottle. He was just like this shit. He don't even drink his own shit.
He's like, I ain't drinking that shit. I ain't drinking that shit.
Shit, man. Nah, if Logan Paul was more frequent on TV, I think it would help him get over. But the fact that he appears here and there, and I'm not just about to give this motherfucker flowers because he knows how to do a fucking moonsault. I'm not gonna give him no flowers, bro. He ain't gonna get nothing from me. It's a lot more into wrestling instead of doing that. His promos are corny as fuck, bro. Corny as fuck.
He can hold it together when the crowd's booing, bro.
That's cool.
Gotta give him credit.
That's cool.
Because Charlotte Flair can't. Flair can't.
Well, Charlotte Flair, bro.
Charlotte Flair's a veteran, veteran's veteran.
But she's
a veteran's veteran. Nope. She said, nope, I can't stand it. I can't stand this crowd.
But she's never been able to do that, bro. She just starts folding like a goddamn lawn chair every time they start coming out here. But Logan Paul, man, I need to see more from him, bro.
You know, it'd be a good angle for Logan Paul next is Ludwig Kaiser, because they had that little backstage segment between Logan and Tiffy where he was like hitting on her or whatever. I don't know if you saw that a couple months ago, but
I did.
He was like, if you need some help with your moves, let me know, blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, Michael Hayes was like, why you hitting on Tiffy, bro? She got a man. You got a wife. What are you doing? He's like, I wasn't hitting on her. So I think it's maybe it is a seed planted for later on. Ludwig, I love Ludwig. Give him a little bit more.
Give him a little bit more and give Logan Paul way more dates on TV. That's what they need. Yeah. Shit.
All right, bro. We get the return of your favorite wrestler, Becky, the Man Lynch, bro.
Here she come. Here she come again.
Here she comes. They win the belts at Mania, lose the belts on Raw. Hell yes. And then Becky goes heel for no apparent reason at all, except for just losing the belts, I guess.
Listen. Let's talk about how people bitch and complain that Bianca Belair is always in the main event scene, always getting titles, but Becky Lynch,
Hogan,
she just comes out and, hey, I'm a champion again.
Yeah. And then who attacked Bayley? Looks like Becky Lynch did, which is another thing Liv and Raquel got blamed for. They keep getting blamed for these backstage attacks, and it looks like they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the win at Mania, the loss at Raw the next night, which was crazy because you said, I'm getting sick of these champions not getting their rematch. And then, boom, they get the rematch finally from a champion. And, boom, the titles change again.
Well, it seems like they only get rematches if the titles don't change hands. If the titles don't plan to change hands, they're not going to get a rematch.
There you go.
Which is asinine.
Didn't that happen back in the day with Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger? Like, Lex Luger won the title, and then the next night he lost it.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, or something like that.
Yeah, he lost it. He won the title at the pay-per-view and lost it the next night on, Nitro or some shit.
Yeah.
Again, this is WWE doing WWE things. They're just trying to make moments. They want the WrestleMania moment, Lyra and fucking Becky Lynch, two Irish women. You know what I'm saying?
We all knew it was Becky. It was Becky.
Definitely after we saw her backstage watching down night one, seeing her husband win the triple threat match. And she's
Once we saw that, bro, I was like, it's over. It's
Becky,
over.
It's Becky. But,
yeah.
At least WWE is doing something very logical for once. Seth is a heel now, so they turn his wife heel. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
But what hurt the heel turn for Becky is when she fucking gives her the manhandle slam and the crowd chant one more time. And then she gives the crowd what they want.
Yeah.
You can't do that as a heel, man. You can't. I don't think you can. I think it makes you more of a babyface.
Bro,
I think they should have had Lyra turn heel.
I agree. Nah. She's not even established as a face yet. She's just there. You know what I'm saying? Her reaction when she comes out isn't the best, to be honest with you.
And Mickie James would have been very disappointed in Liv Morgan.
Boy,
at WrestleMania.
Now, boy. You know what I'm saying?
She had everything on display, bro.
She had the whole backside out, bro.
I said, man, the cameraman needs to stay away from some of these angles, bro.
And the cameraman, he tried. As soon as the booty cheeks was jiggling and stuff, he tried to cut away. She moved somewhere else, more booty cheeks coming. I'm like, damn, cameraman had a rough time that day, bro. So, but no.
That shit was insane, bro.
I will say this about Liv and Raquel, man. Shout out to Liv and Raquel, man. Again, four-time champions. And again, they put on a nice tag match, bro. Like, those two have good tag team chemistry. I'm not going to front. Like, I see it. So, shout out to Liv and Raquel for rocking with that.
The screaming at the ref from Liv Morgan when she's like in the corner stomping someone and they count to 4. She's like,
golden. You know, like, again, bro, I don't have no hate against Liv. I'm just saying, bro, I just need to see her ring work to be a little bit more polished. It'd be times where I'm like, do she know what she's doing right now? And she gets confused or something, you know what I'm saying? It just don't look as crispy, you know what I'm saying?
CM Punk said the MVP of the women's division, Liv Morgan.
CM Punk, man, let me say something, man. CM Punk just be saying anything nowadays, bro. Whatever these motherfuckers tell him to say, he say it, bro.
Everyone thinks CM Punk fucking Raquel and Cora Jade at the same time. That's what everyone's saying that because they always be having kind of like matching ring gear when they wrestle close to one another, bro. Bro, you ever seen that word on the street, bro? CM Punk tapping both these bitches.
Damn.
I don't think he is at all, but you know.
Yeah, CM Punk don't strike me as a cheater like that, bro. He's a straight edge,
bro.
He love his wife too much for that.
Yeah,
bro. He got AJ.
He don't do them drunken mistakes. You know, he don't get drunk. babe, I was drunk.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah, little Jay Uso, Jada Parker in the club. We don't get that with CM Punk. You know, we don't get that. Hey.
That's Miss
Main
Parker,
event time, big dog. Main event. Cena, Cody. We get Cena coming out on Raw as well, saying y'all have 27 more appearances. I like that, bro. He counted down. He said, and those ain't matches, y'all. Those are appearances. I was like, does that mean we're not getting another fucking match from Cena for a while?
Well, yeah, when he loses the title, but that's it.
But like, are we not getting a because he's scheduled for Backlash? Are we not getting a Backlash? A match?
Oh yeah, you
think it's Randy at John Cena already? I feel like it's too close and too rushed, bro.
So let me go ahead and chime on this for a second. Cena and Cody, it fell flat. It fell flat because we get Travis Scott come out there to that theme song we heard about 89,000 times.
And it took 25 minutes for this motherfucker to get to the ring, bro.
27 minutes and a half, bro, to get his ass down to the ring. Okay, Cena pulled that man up with one arm. I mean, how big is Travis Scott? 110 pounds soaking wet,
dude. I think he 105, bro. I think he 105. I feel like his baby mama ass weighed more than he does, bro.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does. But Travis Scott, that boy got yoked up in the ring like a drag doll, bro. I said, damn, Cena with one arm.
And then he wasn't getting like Cody's like, get the fuck out of the ring, and he kept trying to he just kept laying. I'm like, dude, you got to roll out the ring when they kick you a little bit.
I mean, he had to literally like push his ass out the ring, like get the fuck out the ring. Horrible fucking finish to WrestleMania. Yeah. And then I thought about it. I was like, why was this match so fucking dry?
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I felt like okay. I don't feel like the match was as dry as everyone's saying. It's just the last 10 minutes really sucked. I felt like the first 70% of the match was pretty solid. But then once Travis Scott's music hit, it fucking killed all momentum.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, but the only thing is, I think the whole match was dry on purpose because it's John Cena's way of ruining wrestling.
Yeah.
Right? I think this is something they're leaning into.
I saw that argument.
I mean, you watched it. I'm like, how come John Cena ain't really doing all his moves? But then I'm like, oh, I see what he's doing. He's not giving the crowd what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So dry ass fucking match it was, right? And then we get the kickouts of all kickouts. I mean, these people are kicking out everybody's shit again. We get an avalanche AA from the top rope. I mean, a super AA, and Cody kicks out like, yay! Okay,
that was
cool.
insane, bro. That was insane. I was like, no way you kick out of a super AA, bro. He did. He does.
So I think the main reason why everybody was saying this match fell flat because we didn't see The Rock. Everybody was expecting The Rock. to come out. Now, with that being said, before we go any further, do you just want to just save that for Word on the Street, or do you want to go ahead and talk about it right now?
No, we'll save it for Word on the Street. The whole Rock, because Rock wasn't part of WrestleMania, so fuck him. Yeah. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
He didn't even come out on Raw, so fuck him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, agree. Fuck him, man. Fuck Dwayne. Shit. That was it, bro.
It was, I don't get Travis Scott. I don't get it. And what's rumored is they're going to tag later on in the year. No one wants to see that, bro. Do you want to see Travis Scott and John Cena in a tag match, bro?
I don't have any interest in seeing that at all.
Yeah. Okay. This is how Logan Paul gets over. He comes out and whoops Travis Scott's ass.
Maybe then I might be like, you know what, Logan Paul, pretty good guy then.
Yeah. We're like, hey, man, this Logan Paul guy ain't too bad, bro.
Not too bad, man. Shit,
yeah.
Right now, bro, no, I don't. Why Travis Scott, bro? I don't know. And this
He's too tiny, bro. He looked like me in 7th grade, bro.
Shit. Look, this motherfucker came out and said WWE is now his full-time job.
No. And then Triple A said, see you Monday. Didn't see you Monday, bro. Didn't think so. But John Cena came out in some motherfucking Travis Scott shoes.
Yeah.
And John Cena's face when he saw Travis Scott was like happy. I'm like, what is he gonna help you do, bro?
Well, it's because
Travis really didn't help him win the match either. Travis Scott just came out. But then Cody still had the opportunity to hit him with the belt, but he didn't. So the Travis Scott spot was irrelevant to what would have happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that happened when Travis Scott came in the ring is he got crossroads. John Cena grabbed the belt. Cody then took the belt from him, so it didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? It was a wasted spot. He didn't help, put the leg on the rope. Nothing.
Triple H booking, bro. That is fine. This is what you get. This is what you get, man. Yeah. And again, I want to save. I got a lot of stuff to say about this match and the things that go around this match, so we're gonna save it for Word on the Street. Yeah. So. You got anything else for WrestleMania other than that?
That's it, bro.
Because
WrestleMania 41 ending, trash.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it at that, y'all. What? Go ahead.
I was going to say, now, if they would have took night one's main event and put it on night two and just switched them shits around, night two would have been fucking superb.
And night one would have been straight ass.
And that would have been bad. That would have been really bad. People would have been like, yo, half of WrestleMania sucked.
What they should have did was change Io Sky's match and John Cena's match. Have Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley main event night 2, and then have Cody and Cena start off night 1.
And see, that makes sense, but I don't see
you can't have Cena,
in the championship starting off. That's never going to happen.
But then you could have ended with Roman, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, and that would have been a great ending to night 2. In my opinion.
And you know what? One thing I was thinking about, when I was watching this, and I was just shaking my head. I was like, this didn't feel. I didn't have that WrestleMania feeling. What does Ospreay say, man? We want that feeling back, bro. I didn't have that feeling, and I was thinking why do I not have that feeling? And I sized it down to this. This is the reason. There was a time where the only stadium show that there was fucking WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. The fact now we get Royal Rumble in the stadium, we get SummerSlam in the stadium.
2 nights now. Two nights.
It kills the allure of WrestleMania.
We're getting Survivor Series in a baseball stadium. Huge, bro. That's huge in San Diego now.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm as a wrestling fan, honestly, I see what the WWE's doing, and
we got Elimination Chamber in a stadium.
I don't like it, man.
Yeah.
I don't like it because it's all money grab. It's all fucking money grab. I mean, and I see, and the more I look at it, the more I look at their product, the more I'm like, wow, this is everything from their storylines to their matches to everything. It's all about what gets us the most money, and it's affecting the product. Yeah, and I'm seeing it as clear as day.
Clear as day.
Money
clear
grab.
as day. But we'll talk about that more a little bit on Word on the Street as well, my friends.
That's why I didn't want to go too deep into it because I was like, that's another Word on the Street.
All right, y'all. Tune into our other shows, Word on the Street, every Thursday. Like, comment, subscribe. Adios, motherfucker. Peace.